Greetings for the day to everyone. We are Team 7 and we are here to present our project product pop out. Now let's begin our presentation with the minimum viable product. So this is how the physical structure will look. And now let's have a look on the inner mechanism. So as shown in the figure, the inner mechanism has four concentric cylinders and a motor with roll rope, a pre-tension spring, a motor with V-belt to facilitate the whole rotation mechanism, and a rod to be fixed with the chassis. So now in this slides we are going to see the how consumer will use the product. As shown in first pic, the product will be placed on the top of the roof, and then in second picture, when the consumer will turn on the remote, the cover will inflate from the product, and the consumer has to tuck up the cover with the car. And in as shown in 6, when the consumer will turn off the remote, the cover will deflate back to the product. And then
Uh, for our product, we have mainly three bundles, and we have different criteria for every bundle. In the first bundle, we have return policy is for 15 days, and we have logo printed on our we have a logo printed on the car cover, and the price will be 499.99 for the bundle 1. In the bundle 2, the return policy is 30 days, and we are not providing any logo print on the cover, and the customer can select any color per their requirement. And we are also providing protective case. In the bundle 3, the return policy is 16 days, and they can extend the warranty for 18 months, and there is no logo printed on the color, and they can choose any color as per their requirement. And we are also providing the protective case, and the price will be $700. And we have different the next part is bill of materials. We have different raw materials, and we will assemble the product. We are using polyester Tafela car cover fabric for the main material of the car cover. We are using stepper motor for electric low voltage material. We are using motor control circuitry for the remote control operating. We are also using remote control with transmitter circuit. We are using battery which is rechargeable. We are also using cover case, packaging box, and logo printing. The next part will be explained by my friend.
Okay, as far as the location is concerned, we'll initially set up our place at the Epic space and have a future plan at the 378 Aulet Avenue. It will be designed, assembled, and tested at the Epic Industrial Hub. As far as the engineering supplies are concerned, we'll need Creo Parametric for designing and testing purposes, SAP for billing and commercial purpose, and engineering supplies like 3D printer and cover case will be bought initially, and a wind tunnel to study the aerodynamics and the effects of wind on the product. As far as the office supplies are concerned, we'll need two laptops, one tablet, one printer, and set of office desk and chairs, and printers and papers. And as far as the servers are concerned, we don't need one. The funds, the initial startup funds will managed by self-funding friends, families, and well-wishers, and find investors using Epic Center resources. Growth funds will get it from the government grants, angel funds, and such other investors. We just need a patent for product designing, and we don't need any trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets, or handling IPs. As far as the designing, dividing the part is concerned, Akshay will handling especially the developing the final products and administer the product and customer relationships. Arvind will manage developing the first product prototype and customer relationships. Himanshu will be concerned for feasibility, future designs, and customer relationships. Jay will be concerned to design the product, develop the first prototype, and customer relationships. Shukan will be concerned for design the product, feasibility, IT support, and customer relationships. For a further part, designing the marketing material, cold calling, attending the marketing events, managing the company website and social media, selling products to customers, managing the accounting books, positions, guide, and hiring and interviewing. The table clearly shows how the work will be divided. As far as the position is concerned, Akshay will be the CEO of the company, Arvind will be the project manager, Himanshu will be the general manager, Jay will be the CTO, Shukan will be the CFO. Epicenter will have a part in guiding the company throughout the steps.
So as far as dividing the work is concerned, we need to identify the market before we go into the market. So the first step when we decide on the product is identifying the market, and after we identify the particular set of market, we need to analyze the market, because it's very important part in a business, in a startup. So after that, after we analyze the market, we will get into the designing part, where, as Shukan mentioned, Jay would be working, and we would start the designing of the product by the end of March, or the starting of the April. And after that comes the patenting and copyright and prototyping, which will start after the designing part is done, because we need a proper design to get a patent right and a copyright. After the copyright is done and we have the final license of patenting, we'll go into the prototyping. So prototyping we have divided into three parts. So first, initial prototype will be made, and then we'll go to the customers for their feedback. After we get the feedback, and according to the changes they prefer, we'll redesign and give a final prototype, which we'll use it for the our manufacturing. So once the prototyping is done, we'll go into the business strategy along, and side by side we'll also start manufacturing and the production part. After the production part is done, comes the main logistics and packaging things. So which will be done by Q3, that is approximately September or October. Then comes the marketing part. So marketing is one of the important parts in a startup, to sell a product. So that will be done side by side when the manufacturing is started. And then comes the office and commercial setup, which we have decided to do after the first batch of products are being sold. So then comes the variable cost. So total variable cost for 1 year, that is 500 units, for us is 50,000, which covers like cover material, low voltage motor controller, packaging, cover case, and all. So we have indirect cost of packaging and handling at $850 per year, and logistics for $650. And this slide shows the very fixed cost of our product. So we have physical resources, which covers space, rental, hydro, wireless, furniture, design equipment, workshop tools, testing equipment, creo parametric and SAP system, which are the systems we are using to design the product, which costs us around 3,700. And the space or rental for 1 year of the office is 3,780. So then comes the human resources. So initially we have decided on to split the to have an equal amount of wage, that is 2,400 for a month, and for 12 months 28,800. And then comes the SG&A, where we'll be spending mostly for the business licenses, company website, and the marketing material, which are the main part of this SG&A. Then comes the intellectual resources. Patent filing is, as mentioned, is one of the most important things, and it will cost around $11,090 for us for a year. And then total cost comes up to $201,954.43. Then comes the break-even analysis. At what price, at what point we'll be getting our profit. So as mentioned, break-even point for us is 425 items. After the 425th item is being sold, we'll start getting our profit. So the next slide will be explained by my friend Akshay.
Mm,
Talking about the initial key resources is already mentioned by my colleague, so I would be just summing up everything. For the location spaces, we are planning to use the resources provided by the epicenter for the UWindsor alumni. And speaking about that, the epicenter, if it approves our discovery program, we will be using their office spaces. After that, we can be shifting at 375 Olet Avenue. We have just came up with an quotation as well for them. We have considered that in the cost parameters as well. Moving forward, for the engineering designing softwares, for the engineering sector, we need the designing softwares for as Creo parametric, which would be the base of designing our product and trying and modeling and simulating all its parameters. SAP system is used for all the commercial sectors. For the testing of our product and its durability, we are going to conduct a an aerodynamic test where we need an wind tunnel. Going towards the financial resources, where does all these money come from? So basically, we are planning to do a self funding where each one will be having an equal shares. Moving ahead, if more funds are required, we can approach to the investors. And if any approvals can be occurred, that would be great. After that, we can also apply for the government grants as well. And for the business and sales purpose, our office work needs laptops, tables, printers, desk, papers, and other stationery items. And we would be requiring them for boosting our business strategies and sales purpose. Talking about the human resources, Akshay would be the key holder or all the executive operations handling in the organization. Jay would be handling all the key technical features or technical parameters in happening around in the organization. Shukan is responsible for all the financial matters, and Arvind is responsible for all the project management required for the products. Like the bill of material from the suppliers or the key partners, and Himanshu is responsible for the general managing and also for the accounting purpose. The initial cost hypothesis already mentioned by us at the uh, key features are mentioned here in a clear point form. For the physical resources, for a 12 month on a period of 12 months, we need 22,000. For the human resources, it's 144,000. For selling general and administrative resources, we need 23,000. For intellectual resources, we need 12,000. And the variable cost includes direct and indirect cost. The direct cost goes to all the bill of materials and the materials required for the production of the product. For that, it's 48,500. And the indirect cost is all the labor cost and shipping and handling cost, that includes $1,500 for an complete year. Looking at all the expenses, the total cost per unit lands to us is 503. And this is we are talking about the changes made in the BMC compared to the last week. So this week we changed the product bundle as recommended by a professor. We invalidated solar cells and cost effective features from our value propositions, and flyers and advertisements on car covers were validated from customer relation segment. This is the screenshot from of a BMC from week 9 compared to what in week 10. That's it. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.